Hello, here for topic 3.9, the Constitution. This topic starts off with a quote from George Washington from a letter he wrote to Boston city leaders in 1795. And Washington writes, "The Constitution is the guide which I will never abandon." Now, we talked in 3.8 about how the Constitution evolves and the compromises in the Constitution. Topic 3.9 goes in a little bit more depth to the Constitution and most specifically the Bill of Rights. I'm not going to explain all 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights. You know some of them, right? The Second Amendment, the First Amendment. But two really key topics in the Constitution are federalism and separation of powers. Federalism is the division between what the federal or national government does and what the state governments do. And if you look at the Bill of Rights, the 10th Amendment says that anything that is not specifically assigned to the federal government is left to the states. And so when we think back to the Articles of Confederation, thinking change or continuity over time, we remember that the Confederation means just a group of states. And so now we have a little bit of holding on to that, right? We're still concerned with the power that states exclusively had, but we're also going to give some powers specifically to the federal government or the national government. And the way that the Constitution protects the national government from becoming a monarchy or a dictatorship is by separation of powers. So we have the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch, the three branches, and they each balance each other out. Remember, there are checks and balances within them. And on page 131, you can see that there are ways that they practice those checks and balances. So federalism and separation of powers, two keys that are really guiding the Constitution and leading to, as Washington says, the guide that we as a country will never abandon. Obviously, we still follow the Constitution today.